Hi guys, welcome back to More Americans. We're on episode 7 of season 5. Shock value at the end of the last episode because they've just taken Paige to go see Gabriel after his announcement that he's leaving, and his reasons behind that, it's just time. Yeah, thanks, that tells us a lot. And the whole background that he gave to Philip upon him pressuring and asking about his father, that he was a guard. And Philip just at the point now where he's like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who my family was, who my father was. I don't know where I come from. He's questioning everything. But what are they doing with Paige? Is she going to get deep further into this now? I was kind of expecting it at some point, but a little surprised that they've chosen to do this here and have her meet someone now who's literally about to walk away from it. I don't know. Let's go find out, and we will just go and watch episode 7. This will not be at all what Paige was imagining. Some old man.
Where did you meet my parents?
Here, in Washington, a long time ago.
Are you a spy?
Yes. I know it's been a difficult time, Paige. Finding out your parents had withheld things from you.
Like everything.
No. And your parents have sacrificed a lot for others. They've stood for something larger than themselves.
She needs to hear this other side from someone else.
And you've shown a lot of courage, too. You asked for the truth, and you faced it. And I think that's courage.
He cares about you.
He cares about you, too.
He knows, like, everything about me.
I remember the day you started first grade.
He's intelligence.
You need a pencil, a notebook, and a brain.
You remember that stuffed tiger you used to hide in your book bag?
Jesse?
You got
Gabriel got him for you.
Yeah.
He said he wanted you to grow up strong like a tiger.
All right, where else do you think they might have it?
Let me see what I can get from Deirdre. You know, maybe places where they ship the seed, store it.
Paige liked Gabriel.
Yeah, enough.
If we can just keep it going and get her past this.
I'm going to hold off with that because that's the first other side of things that Paige has seen.
Yes, I'm glad you called. No one's listening. Just me.
Yeah, of course.
3:30 is fine.
It's the girl they met. All visitors must sign in. Well, that's not much security, is it? Just did you sign in? I love the espionage side of things of this. And they've got the perfect, not when they're not playing actual tracks, just the actual score that they use in this, just that it's not overbearing, it's just, it fits the genre so well. There's not enough going on. You got to make the connections yourself. Coming on human rights.
You're not great at just letting
Opening
things
up.
take their course.
Mm.
I mean, anybody could see that about you. You need
Kind of
a
stuff.
lot.
Do you know what gets me? How does he always know? I guess I'm probably answering my own question here that he doesn't. But how does he always seem to know and perceive what kind of male role to play here with each of his marks? Does he make, does he go with the strong silent type? Does he go with a guy who's domineering, or one who's submissive, or all the different permutations as to the makeup of what a male partner could be in this situation? Does he base it solely on what he gains from her, or does he have an idea in his head as the person you're going to become, the person you're going to pretend to be? There's far more thought process that has to go into it than we probably give consideration to. Imagine having to be somebody else tomorrow in front of a certain person and trying to be potentially a mate and a sexual partner and a friend and everything all rolled up in one to gain their trust. What do you play? How do you not make the mistakes to turn them away from you and turn them off from you? I can't all just go on physical attraction with this. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm kind of not liking the role kind of being handed to old Leggy here at the moment now. I think he was better off where he was. I don't think it's working out well for him.
Знаешь, люди, которые за мной следили, да?
Yeah.
Я пошел с ними встретиться. Они не пришли.
Что произошло?
You burn everything.
Ничего.
No, that doesn't happen.
Они просто исчезли. Знаешь, чего бы я не отдал, чтобы с ним опять
His
поговорить.
brother.
What will he do?
Well, he can make something of his life here.
But boy needs his mother to become man. Do you see my problem?
We wouldn't
yeah.
need much from you.
What means not much?
Well, an occasional question about how TASS works, who watches over you, if
Come
you know what
on,
I mean.
it's more than that.
It's pieces of information that you pick up.
Yes.
The play, you know, I don't like the way they're going to play
What do I
it.
get?
We can help you financially. A lot.
Possible is word American use when they don't want to make promise.
Yeah,
We
that's
can't
when your
promise
parents go,
asylum.
we'll see.
And you're right, there are risks.
Asylum.
Big risks. You get caught, you could spend the rest of your life in a Soviet prison.
You mean a
Or
gulag?
worse. We can't guarantee his safety if that happens.
Look at this from this woman's point of view. Everything that they are confirming, they can't confirm. No guarantees, no absolutes, no, well, we'll see, we'll try, we'll see how it goes. Why the fuck would you bother? This for her is all just 100% risk and maybe some minimal reward, but not knowing further down the line what could come of it. Because of stuff that you can't do. She's walking away. Yeah.
She's frightened with a
Of course
kid.
she's frightened.
If we're honest, she'll know she can trust us.
Hey, do me a favor. When I'm on my deathbed, don't try to make me feel better.
I knew America did terrible things, but I never thought.
You got blinkers on.
I mean,
You've got
people's
blinkers on.
food.
But the world,
It's not what you
it
think it
doesn't
is.
work the way a lot of people here think that it does.
Can't you just go to the press, tell them what's going on? I mean, not the spy part, but just about what they're doing with the grain.
We can't do that.
I mean, how difficult is it to actually try to explain to somebody who has grown up in 80s America in a Western world where there's no shortage of anything and your parents have provided everything, that it's not on the extremes of a complete third world country, but at the same time, it's not a democracy. It's not what America tells you it is. It's not perceived that way. And at the same time, trying to explain it to, in effect, a child and someone who has been bombarded with all of this, all in a short space of time, and trying to wrap a mind around of it. I mean, I know I criticise Paige a lot, but trying to put myself in her situation, the only thing is she's intelligent, but she just doesn't seem to ask the intelligent questions. She asks the more childish questions, and she's not really a child anymore. I know she's a teenager, but she's quite well read, well educated, on an American standard, not like how it is today. But it's fucking frustrating.
I just realized there are much more important things in the world than me.
It's a good thing to realize that there are things bigger than you. Most people never figure that out.
The deputy AG asked me to tell you some news he thought you'd like to hear. CIA is backing off Barov in Moscow. That's the good news. He also said he wants you transferred out of counterintelligence.
There was going to be consequences.
I told him I can't do that because of an active operation. Briefed him on what you're running with Adderholt.
Ah.
But I don't think our task contact would do so well if you disappeared on her all of a sudden.
Wow, you were getting transferred. That's what you
But
get for trying to
the operation.
threaten and bribe the FBI.
Let's worry about that when we have to worry about it.
It's done.
You don't know me, Matthew.
It's done.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, God.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
All we do is make out. I don't want that anymore.
Okay. Look,
She's impossible.
what do you want me to say?
I don't know.
She's in an impossible situation because she wants to back herself off from this because she's no understanding of what she's going through. And she knows deep down that she can't be telling him what that is. But this conversation in itself, because she's pushing back, could make her slip.
Oh, something.
Look, I'm not like my dad, okay? If I did something wrong, then I'll fix it.
I can't be your girlfriend anymore.
There it is. It's fucked her up.
Sorry.
Yeah. We need that to be severed, really. Is why I think she's done what she's done. This little soundtrack that they give us, I love this. It's very smooth and unobtrusive score they've put to this.
Who's she?
Don't know.
No. Oh, God, that's not who I think it is it? I didn't get to see her face. That wasn't who Stan's dating, is it? Right, okay, well, here's a sample of our crop.
They'll plant this back home and make better food out of it.
Yeah, but who's it going to get divided up to? Who's it going to get divvied to? Or just those in power? Those with sway?
What are we gonna do without you?
Oh, what about me?
End up with someone new
I have
or
one
someone
cousin
old.
in Leningrad and a nephew in Sverdlovsk. I leave late tonight.
Wow.
Send your husband to say goodbye.
Mom, I broke up with Matthew.
She's struggling. She shouldn't have
I know
to
how
be
hard
deal
that
with
must
this.
have been.
As a teenage girl in America, I know, but
I'm proud of you.
you've made her sad.
I thought I was going to get fired the other day.
What happened?
Well, he called me in and told me there's this thing.
He's got to be careful how much
I'd
he
asked my
reveals
boss's
here.
boss to make this thing happen. I didn't know if he was going to do it or not. He was really not happy about it. And when my boss called me in, he told me the thing I pissed everybody off asking for. Well, they did it. It happened. Forget about that part. Anyway.
It's hard to explain when you can't
Then he told me
explain.
the bad news is his boss, my boss's boss, is so pissed he wants me fired. Turns out there's this other thing that I'm involved with, and my boss kind of used my involvement with that
to stop you getting fired.
Good.
Yeah. But
Right?
now he has to go along with that thing that his boss said that he's involved with as to why he can't fire him. And now he has to play that role to keep his job and cross certain lines that he's probably not willing to cross. It's so hard to explain it to her without explaining it. Yeah, like I've just tried to do to you. Did you get that?
Thanks.
Feel better? Sometimes you just need to tell someone even if you can't reveal it. She broke up with him.
Paige broke up with Matthew.
Oh.
Thank God.
Wow.
Yay!
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you.
How's she doing?
I think okay. Gabriel leaves tonight.
I want to go see him.
Paige, I know how you feel. Like you're different from everyone else, right?
It's like a million times worse than that, Dad. I felt that way before any of this.
You'll
get used to these things.
Yeah, and you'll find your own way through it and your own path.
Наказание с 1947 до 1951.
Who the hell's this? What did I miss? Yeah, you
We've
do
had
know.
our ups and downs.
Yeah, you've not seen eye to eye a lot like recently.
What's this thing Elizabeth's doing in the psychiatrist's office?
She got us some information on people who were part of a well-organized opposition to the party at home.
So direct threats.
Can I ask you something? You said when you were younger you did terrible things.
Wartime. Is that really appropriate?
When you
now?
signed up, how much did you know about what we did before and after the war? People were shot, worked to death in the camps.
For nothing.
Some were counter-revolutionaries. Some hadn't done
Anything. No. Really? Today you'd be done for
did
war
it too.
crimes.
Why?
Just as an example, who knows?
But not you.
No. I believed I was acting in the service of a higher purpose. It was terrible, terrible times.
Thought you were protecting your homeland.
And a lot of us didn't make it either.
That's all you're getting. So, as Gabriel exits, who comes into the picture? Our old handler back, or do we get
Is
a new
Stan
one?
Beeman's new girlfriend one of us?
Yeah, I really need to know.
Are you serious? You're losing it, Philip. It's possible the center wouldn't tell me because they knew you'd ask me this question. You were right about Paige. She should be kept out of all this.
Thank you. Finally admits it. She doesn't have the stones for it. A western fence. Can't believe he just revealed that to him. That's his parting gift. Okay, very interesting that Gabriel decided to reveal that to Philip there. That he gave him one final piece of his mind and his thoughts that Paige shouldn't be involved in any of this. You know, you get today where you have people from the Western world that get radicalized with certain third world countries and terrorism and everything, and it's a very involved process, but they tend to target younger people, and when they do, they target ones that are already looking for something, that are broken, that are a lot of the time don't have family around them, or they've had some sort of major stress point in their life that's made them question everything, in particular how their own country works and what they do and what they don't do. But Paige hasn't lived that life up to this point. She's lived a normal girl, teenager's American high school life. It's only in this last, I don't know how much time has passed since it's been revealed, maybe a year. So him revealing that, just that short meet that Paige and Gabriel had was him enough with his years and his experience and his knowledge to know that, yeah, you should keep her out of it. And she's broken up with Matthew, which I think is the right thing to do. Of course, Philip and Paige are going to agree on that. And then him trying to basically console her to the fact that you'll learn to just deal with this and put this in a compartment and keep it separate from the rest of your life. But I don't know. I've got the feeling Paige is going to go fucked up. Whatever happens. So Gabriel is gone. We've not had a confirmation if this woman who is dating Stan Beeman is indeed been sent by the centre, and he made a good point that, well, if she really is, they probably would tell me in case you asked. So that doesn't reveal anything. Interesting that Stan gets, in effect, a get out of jail free card from being sacked, but has now got to push to get this Russian girl, this informant, on board but can't overly offer anything that they know they can't give her. But he knows at the same time that he's on the end of a piece of string here, and he can be reeled in at any point and reassigned minimum, even if he's not fired. Yeah, his boss for now, who, as name I can't remember because he's a new boss, is covering for him. But that was quite an interesting episode. There's not a vast amount happened in here. The only thing I didn't get was who was the photographs that we were looking at with Oleg at the end there. 1947 to 1951. Is that his mother? I mean, it kind of looked like a young version of his mother. I don't know. I've no idea. Let me know if I missed something there. Sometimes connections don't fire straight away with this. And then I look back of it further along and realised that I've missed something or I've made a mistake. Now then, the question is, so if it wasn't the girl that Stan Beeman was dating that we saw get out of the taxi, who the hell is that our scientist is involved with there? What are we missing? Because neither of them had any clue who that was. So Gabriel goes back with a sample of the crop. Just a quickie. I know I don't have green fingers, okay? I've never done a piece of gardening in my life, so I know nothing about wheat and crops and irrigation and all the rest of the fucking stuff that goes with it. It's something that works here that's been genetically modified and made tougher. If you up and take that and bury it in soil, a different type of soil in a different country, does it have the same results? I wouldn't have thought it would. I don't know whether that makes a vast difference or not. Whether somebody out there can tell me, I don't know. I don't even know whether that's pivotal to the plot or not. I suppose it isn't. Right, we will leave it there for the time being. I will be back with episode 8 next week. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please post comments down below, and especially in particular to any of the questions I've just asked, if you can give any hints or answers to it. And if you haven't already subscribed, guys, I would appreciate a quick sub to the channel. And if you really, really want to help me out and to help support the channel, check the link in the description as always. Full-length versions over on Paige, and including all the other series. I'll leave you to take a quick gander at that. And I will see you for episode 8 next. See you for the next one.